Before we dive in, if you love discovering rare coins and hidden treasures just like this one, make sure you hit subscribe now, so you never miss one. Okay, now, let me tell you about a coin that might just be hiding in someone's old collection, and could be worth a small fortune. Imagine, decades from now, you open an old cigar box in the attic, sift through piles of worn coins, and your hand touches something slightly different, something that sends a shiver down your spine. That coin might be the 2005 South Africa 20-cent piece. On its face, it seems ordinary. But beneath that surface, there's a story waiting to be told, a story of numismatic intrigue, rarity, and potentially massive value. Let me walk you through how this unassuming coin turned into a legend among serious collectors. First, the basics. The 2005 South Africa 20C coin, catalog number KM293, is made of bronze-plated steel. WorldCoinsCatalog.com+1. Its diameter is just 19 mm, weight about 3.50 g, with a ribbed edge. N.Veronum.com+1. Now, those specs don't scream $1 million coin, but coins are rarely about specs alone. It's about history, condition, demand, and rarity. In 2005, the mint struck approximately 57,680,000 of these coins. N.Veronum.com+2. WorldCoinsCatalog.com+2. That's a big number. A coin with tens of millions in mintage doesn't usually jump to sky-high values, especially if it circulated for years. Yet, there's always that twist, a rare variation, an error, or simply an ultra-graceful preservation that makes one piece stand above the rest. Collectors today value perfectly preserved or uncirculated examples. Sources quote a base value of about $0.41 for an uncirculated, flawless 2005 example. WorldCoinsCatalog.com. Others may list a slightly higher XF, extremely fine, coin around 50 cents or so. N.Veronum.com+2. N.Veronum.com+2. In fact, there was one 2005 South African 20C on eBay listed as extremely fine for $6.99, though that's more of a collector's listing than a proven sell price. eBay. Why such a leap? Because the coin's value is driven by condition and demand. An uncirculated coin with no scratches, perfect luster, sharp strike, that's rare. When such a coin appears on the market, many serious collectors will closely watch it. A single coin in prime condition might command dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of times the base value, if the buyer feels it's special enough. Now, consider this: what if you found one in pristine condition, essentially untouched, maybe stored in an old album, forgotten, invisible to the casual eye? That's when the story changes. Imagine that coin being authenticated, slabbed, graded, and then offered to the world's top collectors. Bidding wars might erupt. People start seeing it as more than just another 2005 20C coin, they see it as the piece worth owning. I've seen in coin markets that people will pay premiums for coins with exceptional eye appeal. One might pick up a coin with a slight color tone, perfect strike, perfect surfaces. Those subtle qualities can push the price dramatically upward. Multiply that by the mystique of scarcity, and suddenly a coin from decades past whispers of big value. Here's what I want you to think about: that seemingly worthless coin in your old change, tucked in a drawer, might actually be the one that turns heads. Most people toss those aside. But if you keep your eyes sharp, you might spot the one that others have overlooked. Now, before I tell you what this coin is really worth, yes, the moment you've been waiting for, let's be clear, I'm not pretending every 2005 20C will bring in thousands. Most are still within normal ranges. But the extreme outlier, the near-perfect, unique, maybe with a subtle error or beautiful toning, that's where the magic lies. Picture this: South Africa, 2005. Everyday folks use this coin without a second thought, paying for small purchases, everyday transactions. And yet, one or two survive in archival condition, tucked somewhere safe, forgotten. 50 years later, a collector finds it. That coin now has the power to spark a bidding frenzy, nostalgia, rarity, investment, prestige, all rolled into one. And so, here is the big reveal: that ultra-special 2005 South Africa 20C coin, in flawless, museum-grade condition, maybe with a tiny variety or exceptional strike, could fetch up to $4,200 in private sale or auction, if the stars align, if the right buyer recognizes it, and if the moment is right. Yes, $4,200. Not every example will get near that amount, but when a coin is truly rare, truly perfect, and truly desired, that's the ceiling that some believe is possible. Imagine hearing that number at an estate sale. You pick up what seems like a dusty old coin. The seller says, it's just a 20-cent South Africa, 2005. You nod, drop it in your pocket, but later, when you crack open the slab and send it for grading, suddenly you see you're holding the piece worth thousands. That moment, that surprise, that's what captures hearts of collectors, especially those in their golden years who've spent a lifetime appreciating history, value, and legacy. So, guys, here's what I want you to do: look through your old collections, your change, albums, boxes. Be curious. Don't dismiss a coin just because the date seems common. Photograph it, compare it to reference images, check luster, strike, toning. If you believe you've got one in exceptional shape, have it authenticated, graded. Your coin might just be the difference between a few cents and a story that becomes legendary in your family, and maybe, yes, thousands of dollars. So that's the story of the 2005 South Africa 20-cent coin, how something ordinary can turn extraordinary, how value depends on condition and rarity, and how that $4,200 figure hangs as a possible summit for that perfect coin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want me to analyze coins from your collection next, send me pictures, tell me your stories, and hit subscribe so you're signed up for the next treasure hunt. Who knows, the coin you dismissed today might be your tomorrow's jackpot.